All right, we're back. Personal Healthcare Reform Talk Show on Pegasus NetWaves, taking our health to a higher level. And guess what's coming up? Thanksgiving. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But I have on with me today, you heard about the walk and everything else. So the American Diabetes Association is back in the house. I've got Ronda and Hart back in here again today. We're going to talk about what happened at the walk. We're going to talk about World Diabetes Day. We're going to talk about Thanksgiving and what to eat, what not to eat, and some other cool stuff that's going on with them before the end of the year. So, how are y'all?
Good.
How are you?
Good to have you back in there. They're in here all nice and dressed up in red shirts, and if you see the promo video and everything, it's gonna be hilarious because they're dressed up and I'm in my black long sleeve, so that I'm usually wearing. So let's start off with let's talk about the walk, since that happened not too long ago. For anybody that missed it, that was on November 5th. Be there next year. I'm not asking. I'm telling. Be there. So let's talk about the walk. How many people we had out there? Big shout out to DJ LC for coming out and rocking the crowd.
He was awesome.
Great.
Yeah, everyone that came out to me said he was so great. It's like we'd love to have him back. He really did rock the house, so we loved having DJ LC. He's our man.
Yeah. Come back to us.
Yeah,
every
please.
year, please.
So, no, it was really great. We had about 1,500 people, participants, vendors, exhibitors, and volunteers. Hart was one of our biggest volunteer. I mean, she was really amazing. But it was great. The weather was good. People were excited. We were there to recognize our Red Striders, those who have diabetes, and so we appreciate everyone was out there, especially our sponsors. Texas Health Resources was our fitness and expo sponsor.
Yeah, huge.
And all the others, we had in-kind donations. So it really, it takes a lot of people to put something like this on. But the important thing was that we were there. We were recognizing those who had diabetes. We understand the epidemic of it. And, it was a great one-day event. But diabetes isn't a one-day disease. So there's still opportunity to participate, to donate. The website is still live. So if people want to donate, they can go to the website, diabetes.org/StepOutDFW. It will be live until December 10th, but you can mail donations in. Please continue to sponsor those who walked. And we, look forward to doing this every year and growing it. Our numbers with sponsors and online donations, we're at about 350,000, which is fantastic.
Wow. That's huge from
it's
what
huge.
we were back in October.
It's huge. However, our goal is 525,000. Yeah. So, like I said, it's the one day happened, but the disease is here, and we really need to make an impact. So, I highly encourage everyone, if you're listening, please, continue to donate, continue to bring about awareness. And, we have Hart here who lives with it on a daily basis, and so we are looking forward for that cure. Our mission is to prevent and cure diabetes and to improve the lives of all people affected by diabetes. And that includes those who have diabetes, those who take care of those with diabetes. This month is a big month for diabetes.
Well, this is our month. If you didn't know that, last month was cancer. We kicked cancer out and we took over. So November's ours. It's us and the turkey. That's it.
Absolutely. So there's some great social media platforms to use. There's a hashtag, This Is Diabetes. Take a look at that. Put your story on Facebook, tweet it. Again, Clint said today, November is Diabetes Awareness Month, and with Thanksgiving being a part of this month as well, the website, diabetes.org, has some great recipes to be used. And great, ways to bring in the holidays without overdoing it.
Yeah. Oh, and I want to mention something right quick. So there's a whole mannequin challenge thing that's going on. I don't get it. It's cool and everything, but y'all have a dance challenge, right?
Right. It's Diabetes Dance, Dare, Donate, and we're encouraging everyone do a little dance. Get out there, show. Strut your stuff.
do a Harlem Shake for diabetes. Okay, I dare you.
Absolutely. And the thing is they're encouraging everyone to do a 23-second video because every 23 seconds someone is diagnosed with diabetes, and encourage everyone to donate a minimum of $11 because there's 11 million people. Forgot the statistics for 11.
Is 11 million diagnosed every day, or is it
23 are diagnosed every day, and 11 million.
11 million don't know it? Because I know the numbers on that.
I went totally blank.
Okay.
Thank you.
You can edit that out.
Thank you.
You'll put it on pause.
Yeah.
Breathe.
So Diabetes Dance Dare, hashtag Diabetes Dance Dare. So do a dance for 23 seconds because one in every 23 seconds someone is diagnosed with diabetes. And they're encouraging a minimum of $11 because 1 in 11 persons in the U.S. has diabetes, and a new diabetes diagnosis is made, like I said, every 23 seconds. So go strut your stuff. Let's see it on Facebook. Tweet it. Put it on. Show everyone.
Do your mannequin challenge and then break out into a dance for 23 seconds, okay?
There you go.
So, I want to throw that out there because it's been out there and it hasn't made the rounds yet. So, everybody's doing the mannequin challenge for no good reason. So at least you can get out and dance and move around for a little bit and do something good for yourself for a good cause.
Maybe do the mannequin, and do it, and donate.
Yeah. So, whatever you do, but do the dance for diabetes donation because it's a great thing. And of course, it's a lot better than throwing an ice bucket over you. just saying. So that is technically our ice bucket challenge. So get out there, dance around. Okay. So we have that. I didn't realize we'd raised that much for the walk that fast because last I heard we were at like 75,000, now we're at 350, but we're still going for 500, so that's 150,000. So everybody out there, share the love and get dancing. So we just had World Diabetes Day.
Right.
Yesterday from when we're recording this, and that was a great event. Always is. Great people up there talking about what's going on with diabetes. And how they're trying to end it in their area, specifically Grand Prairie. Their plans were fantastic. Their brand new fitness facility that they're building out it's gorgeous. It's huge. It's like taking two of the biggest Lifetime Fitnesses that you've seen and stacking them end to end. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah, Grand Prairie has really stepped up to bring fitness into their city. And so they have a big program called Get Fit Grand Prairie. Mm-hmm. And they actually had a very big team out there at the walk. But the mayor really is the driving force to making his city a healthy city. So we applaud them for doing all the great work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we have the NFL hanging out with us too. Specifically, Hart, you were hanging out with two NFL greats. So we had Hurlis and Parnell out there with us, or actually out there with you.
Yes,
and,
it's nice to have somebody to look up to for a little bit. Just for the moment. Yeah. They were two great gentlemen to hang out with, and they helped us out at the Red Strider tent and stuff, passing out the hats and the shirts for Red Striders. Actually, one of them is diabetic, so we got him taken care of as well. But they were just great out there sharing their stories and mm-hmm. their experiences and being athletes, as myself being a former athlete. So it was just great to have them out there. And we brought a lot of attention because everyone was like, who are these tall people
who are these guys
over here?
Yeah. Well, you're not going to recognize Parnell because he's down like 50 pounds from when he was playing.
Yes. Exactly. But it was just nice to be over there and watch them take pictures with everybody and to see them out there on the stage and doing the warm-ups and mm-hmm. everything and actually participating and stuff. Yeah. They were out there participating. I had to work, but it was great. It was just great being out there with them.
Parnell, he goes out there. He actually ran the 5K and wasn't even planning on doing it.
Exactly.
Right.
He got out there. He's running. Somebody else was running next to him. He's like, I'm not going to let this guy beat me. So he's out there sprinting at 5K. He came back and he's like, man, I haven't done that in years.
Yeah, it was nice. We had Panel Egbo and Hurlis Scales kind of lead the pack, and so to get the walk and run going.
Yeah, and they were out there handing out the all the medals at the end, the medal ceremony. They're fantastic on that. So for anybody out there, the NFL Ex-Players Association of Dallas, great group of guys out there, and they're off. I've been involved with them in 2 or 3 different events, so they're always fantastic to be with. And they give you somebody to look up to finally.
I did, yes. I didn't have to have heels or anything. It was great to have somebody to look up to for a little bit. So
let's move forward into the World Diabetes Day was fantastic. Great information there. The Wellness Lives Here program is starting to pick up. So we had some award winners on that.
Right.
One of which is my club, PhysioFit.
That's right. And congratulations to PhysioFit for becoming a health champion. And what that is it allows companies, organizations, corporations to really bring health and wealth into the workspace. And so the American Diabetes Association has a program called Wellness Lives Here. And with that, we have engagement days, which actually yesterday was an engagement day, was National Eat a Healthy Lunch Day. So at our event, the World Diabetes Day, there was a healthy lunch. We also do what's called Get Fit, Don't Sit. And these are really conversation starters. So it helps companies, like I said, bring health into the workplace, encourages them bring a healthy lunch, or if they travel a lot, how to pack a healthy lunch. To get fit, if you're sitting in front of a computer all day long, every 90 minutes, get up, take a walk around, walk up and down the stairs. But it really is encouraging everyone to take ownership and do something about it, and especially as it relates to diabetes, because with 86 million Americans who have prediabetes, the best thing to do for those looking at with type 2 diabetes is that if they can stop it from ever starting, they're doing themselves a wealth of good.
Right, which is great. Metabetes. Put that in your vocabulary. You're going to start seeing a lot more about that. That was one of the big pieces of World Diabetes Day was Dr. Kennard going out and talking about that. Look him up, by the way, Dr. Kennard. His seven steps for getting healthier. Great book. Solid information from him on that and stopping things before they start. It's the whole. I feel great. No, you don't. You're telling me how bad you felt yesterday. You don't feel great. Quit lying to yourself. So. You think you feel great. Your body, on the other hand, is telling you something else. But so yeah, that was fantastic. It's a great event every year. And of course now we have Thanksgiving coming up. We also have some. I want to talk about the Mavs right quick because they're doing some stuff with this. I know they're doing some donations for the games. They're doing an awareness night for us. All that stuff. So our resident basketball queen.
I wouldn't say that. Well, the dates of the American Diabetes Association having the night with the Mavericks is Friday, November 18th, Saturday, December 3rd, Friday, December 9th, Wednesday, January 25th, and Monday, March 23rd. And Saturday, December 3rd is a special night with American Diabetes Association.
Right. So we'll have a booth out there, and they'll be recognizing diabetes, and so we encourage everyone to go to all of these games. There's an opportunity. There'll be on the Pegasus website the link to order tickets. You do have to go through this special website, and you get tickets. They're discounted, plus a portion of the tickets will go back to the American Diabetes Association. So it's a win-win for everyone. The Mavs need our support as well, so let's go root them on. And there's some great games who they're playing. I think on the 3rd is Chicago. So yes. I know that's a heated contest between the Mavs and Chicago. So, there's many different ways to participate and donate. So this is a great way to enjoy the game and have fun.
Yeah, get on that dance cam for 23 seconds.
There you go.
Dance for diabetes at the game. So yeah, I wanted to throw that out there right quick. So thank you to the Mavs for doing that for the ADA, doing the discount tickets and doing a full awareness night on December 3rd. And then of course we also have, before the Mavs games, we have this little bitty tiny holiday called Thanksgiving, where we eat massive, huge, stupid amounts of food because it's a feast. And so Hart, I want to talk to you a little bit about Thanksgiving and some stuff that you do because you're type 1 diabetic and you have daughters, you have a family, everybody comes in. So from that standpoint, what do you do to help not die from a diabetic coma, basically, during Thanksgiving? Because it's cakes, it's pies, it's turkey, it's sweet potato pie, as you're talking about earlier. Hopefully no hog-head cheese. So
no, we've passed
fruit
on
cake
that
and all that
one.
stuff. So tell us a little bit about what you do specifically for Thanksgiving for you and your family, and some of the things you do for cooking, even though you said you eyeball it.
Yes, no, in my family, there's no such thing as sharing recipes. We just eyeball everything. So you have to stand in there and watch how people cook everything. But the biggest difference with me being a diabetic is just altering what we do and the ingredients that we put in. Sugar was a big thing in our house, my grandmother's and everything. So we had to alter that with different type of, using honey or using some type of different type of sweetener at some point. The sweetener that I use for my sweet potato pie, which is phenomenal, but it's just, and it tastes to me the same as grandma's. And the biggest thing also with some of my family members is just, if I'm cooking it, I just make sure they're not in the kitchen so they don't know that it's a diabetic-friendly meal or diabetic-friendly food.
If they don't know, they'll never know.
They'll never know, and so they don't realize that. It's like, oh, this is different. Because if they know it's like a mind thing. If you know it's different, then it tastes different. But if they don't know, they have no clue. But we also try to get out. I have 2 girls, so they're active. They're not trying to be in the house all day watching football. I'm trying to watch football, But I have some friends that I actually try to hang out with too on Thanksgiving Day. We go out and play flag football on Thanksgiving as well. So it's just trying to not only sit and fellowship and be active to sit and have fun with family and friends, but also to get out and be active. I have some people that love to get out and get ready to go shop that night, and have at it.
Black Friday.
You can have fun with that. I am good. I'm a Cyber Monday person. So it's just like, I'm good with that. But it's just the fact of just doing something, not only standing up and being around the kitchen and moving around, but just changing the meal, changing what you're putting in the meals, and then portion control. You don't have to eat everything at one time. It's just, you can eat a certain segment at a certain time and then come back and eat again. And just, for me, checking my blood sugar consistently or changing my pump levels to where I'm getting more insulin for what I'm eating, because I have to compensate, for those greens and cornbread. I like my greens and cornbread, so I have to make sure I have enough insulin in my system, for that. But it's just making sure that the tea is unsweet. Everybody can sweeten their own tea with their own stuff, but it's unsweet tea around the house, and it's nothing but diet drinks in my house. And if you don't like what I'm drinking, then you need to bring your own. It's pretty simple. So, but everyone plays along, which is great, and which is why everyone lasts longer, which I love it.
Yeah, everybody's not asleep at 3:00.
Exactly.
It's a game.
Yeah, exactly. This is a big game, so everybody's got to stay up for this game.
Yeah. Yeah, so I wanted to have you give some of your input about that, because I know you love to cook, you love to eat, you do have a great family, and that's the big thing for Thanksgiving. So thanks for doing that. And hey, families, while you're out there, might I recommend filming yourself for about 23 seconds, doing a dance. This way you at least get up and move around for a little bit after you eat and before you sit down and watch the game. And then at halftime, get up and do a dance again.
So, work it off so you can eat again. It's the best part.
Get a tiny plate so you can go back for seconds and thirds. Because if you get the big plates, well, you're going to be feeling horrible that next day while you're out there doing the Black Friday shopping.
And I think I gave the wrong hashtag. So it's #DiabetesDanceDare. So make sure you get that and then donate.
Okay, so there we go. There's the dancing and daring. Let's see, what else do we have coming up? Anything else coming up before the end of the year for the rest of 2016 before we head into 2017?
Not really in terms of major fundraisers itself, but we're always, very thankful for everything throughout the year that our sponsors have done for us. I will tell you, coming up in early next year, we have a program that's called Fabulous You that is sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield, and it's taking a group of women and taking them. It's a 9-month program to help them lower their A1Cs. They all have diabetes, and lower their A1Cs and their weight and everything. And we're following through, and then there will be a tea on April 9th, I believe, and highlighting them. Yeah, it's called the Live It Up Tea on April 8th. April 8th.
Okay.
So it's a very cool program. So, we're really trying to get out there and bring awareness and help those with diabetes. There's many different programs. Can go to diabetes.org/North Texas and see all the things that we're doing for this coming year. But again, it's really more about, with Thanksgiving coming up, we're very thankful for everything that everyone has done. Again, Clint, thank you. You've been a big part of bringing awareness to the community, and so we appreciate what you do here.
Yeah, we'll be doing a whole lot more next year. I did want to tell everybody out there one thing. Before you start cooking everything and shopping, go to diabetes.org. They do have, because they do this every year, is phenomenal, the recipes. So all kinds of great recipes on there. I know they did a recipe book last year, recipe magazine you could order. So before you go shopping and everything else, check that out, because they do. I looked through it last year, and it was fabulous.
Right, there's online recipes. It's all free.
Yeah.
But there are cookbooks as well.
And read the labels, because whatever one label has, there's something that probably has that less amount of grams and of ingredients in there. So make sure you take the time to read the labels as well.
Yeah, there's that. So there's that. Thanks for coming out. For everybody else out there, do what you can end in 2016 strong and healthy, so you can go into 2017 and have the best year ever. Thanks for coming on. We'll have you back on again next year, multiple times, to talk about all the rides and the runs and everything else. So for everybody else out there, have a great Thanksgiving. See you in December. All right, we're back. Personal Healthcare Reform Talk Show on Pegasus Net Waves, getting you ready for Thanksgiving, because that turkey's coming, and so is the pie. So listen in. Today is all about diabetes. Actually, the rest of the show is all about diabetes. I've got the ADA coming on. We're going to talk about the StepOutWalk. We're going to talk about stuff at the Mavs games. We're going to talk about recipes. We're going to talk about dancing for 23 seconds. You'll know why. So listen in for that. I've got Ronda and Hart back on the show. They're awesome, as always. So before we get going, ClintFuquay.com, ClintsPrograms.com, PersonalHealthCareReform.com. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Google+, LinkedIn, videos on YouTube, old shows on Spreaker, old shows on SoundCloud, all kinds of stuff on Idea Fit, including another article coming out in February for Idea Fit. By the way, I'll be mentioning in there. I'll be one of the people chiming in on the subject. So you might want to read that if you get the magazine. Men's Fitness, of course, I've been featured in there. I'll be featured in there again. Medical Daily, Rocks Digital, Offbeat Business, more articles coming out there. Living Dream Magazine, I'll start back up articles in there in January. And EverUp, brand new article from EverUp that I'm featured in again. I've been in 3 of theirs now. So thank you, EverUp, for using my voice for your articles. The hashtags, of course, Live Lean 2016. That's changing in a couple months. And Make America Healthy Again. We're going to keep that one rolling. So there's that. All my health partners that are out there, MidCall Pro, they'll be coming on soon. Awesome company there. Also lab tests. If you need a lab test done, I suggest you check them out. 20 to 80% off all your lab tests. And if you haven't checked, insurance and all the health costs have gone up again, and they're still going to stay up for a little bit, but we're going to talk about that. Everlywell for specific testing for blood level stuff of hormones, things like that. Awesome company, Everlywell. Icon Meals, because you're going to have Turkey Day. You're going to need some really good food to help work that off and get you back to your diet. Icon Meals makes everything special for you. Thrive Market, before you go shopping, check out Thrive Market. Seriously, get your stuff on there. It's organic. It's half price, okay, for all your stuff. This way you can have some really, really good food for Thanksgiving. It can either be the healthiest meal of the year or the worst, okay? I want it to be the healthiest for you. Zero Water, So whenever you're cooking, you can have some really, really good water that didn't have any chromium-6 or lead or any of that trash in it. Filters out 99.6% of all the particulates in your water. Awesome stuff. I've been working with them. I'm one of their health ambassadors, by the way. Great company. Check them out on my website. Kinesi, new clothing's coming out very soon. We'll be talking about that. Idealife Experience. We'll talk about some stuff with that here in a little bit. Of course, my nonprofits, American Diabetes Association, Hunger Stops, 22 Kill, Guardians for Heroes, and St. Baldrick's, because if you haven't noticed, the hair is getting very, very long. And a couple of things before I get into this. The health in the news today is going to be very, very special and very, very topical because, well, we have a new president. So we're going to talk about that. I'm also on a part of the Dean's List, okay? I've made the Dean's List, okay, which is much, much better than being on double secret probation. If you know where that came from, 100 points to you. So starting November 16th, the Dean's List on YouTube is going to be going. There's going to be all kinds of experts in business and life and stuff like that on these segments. He brought me in to do the health segment. We've done 3 of them. They're going to be coming out about one a month. So first one comes out in about 2 weeks. So actually after the run of this show, it'll be out there. So check out the Dean's List on YouTube. Check that out. My episodes will be coming up very shortly. And I do want to throw out there for everybody, Idealife. So we have the Idealife Experience. I'm giving half off, 50% off my services until December 1st if you enroll in the Idealife Experience, okay? And you're going to be doing that anyway, even if you are working with me, so you might as well get half off my prices. But it takes care of everything from morning, noon, night. Everything's taken care of for you from a nutrient standpoint, so you can go out and live your life even better. So half off my services for anybody that does that, okay? That's health coaching and personal training. Even if you just come and see me once, I recommend you do, because you need the information I'm going to give you. And 25% off all my services until January 1st. So even if you don't do the Idealife Experience and you just want to work with me, 25% off all services. That means even if you buy 6 months of services in advance, I'll give you 25% off of that. How's that for a deal? Why? Because I want you healthy going into 2017 and being very healthy in 2017. And I also want to make sure that you have really good insurance. So check out ObamacareAlternative.com. Check that out. That's who was on the previous show. Okay, awesome service there. That way you don't get ripped off. You get what you're paying for, and you get the best of what's out there for right now. What's coming though? This is health in the news. So Donald Trump is in. Okay, he's the new president. Whether you like it or not, he's there. You're not going to change that. You can protest all you want. So check out his 7. Seriously, you're wasting your time. I know you're getting paid well out there. Okay, I get it. You're getting paid, a couple of grand to be out there raising hell, but you're not doing anybody any favors, including yourself. So Trump has a 7-point plan. If you haven't read it, it's been out for several months. Okay, you need to go check this out. I'm going to run through them very, very quickly. I recommend you see it because if you're afraid about what's going to happen for healthcare, don't be afraid. It's going to be awesome. I'm telling you, I've been watching it for a while. So. Point 1, repeal and replace Obamacare. He's going to keep the dependent provision up to the age of 26. Okay, it's still going to be there. Not getting rid of that. In fact, there's going to be several provisions that are going to be kept in there. He's talked about this for months. If you weren't listening, well, you weren't listening. That's why you didn't hear it. The pre-existing provision is going to stay. It's going to change a little bit. It's going to be slightly modified, but it's going to stay. The mandate, tax penalty, is gone. Okay? As soon as he gets in. Also, if you haven't heard his first 100 days speech and his plan for the first 100 days, watch it, read it. It's amazing. Point 2, allow selling across state lines, which means everybody's going to have to compete again on price and service options. What's that going to do? Prices are going to drop, services will go up. Okay. Point number 3, you can deduct your premiums from your taxes. How about that? You can deduct the premiums from your taxes and the premiums are going to be going down. That's a win-win right there. Point number 4, tax-free health savings accounts. Okay, that are everlasting. You can pass them on to your kids and your grandkids. Okay, they're not good for a year. They're good for however long you want them. Okay, think of it like a life insurance account for your health. All right, awesome point right there. That's probably the best point in the plan almost. Point number 5, price transparency. Know before you buy. So whenever you walk into the hospital, they have to give you pricing on everything. So you know what you're buying, you know what you're paying for. You don't get that bill 2 or 3 weeks after you leave the hospital and say, "What is this?" You already know going in. That means you're gonna have to compete on price, okay, and service. Everybody's gonna have to. Point number 6: block grants for Medicaid for states. That means states get to run Medicaid dollars. They get to do what's best for them and their people. It's not run by the feds anymore. Okay. Point number 7, competition for pharmaceuticals. That's right. They're gonna have to. You're not gonna have only one pharmaceutical for one thing. You're gonna have multiple companies making pharmaceutical for one thing. What's that gonna do? Price competition. Prices drop. Better products. Okay. So that's the 7 points. I suggest you check it out, read it in full. Amazing service there. Go to ObamaAlternative.com. Check that out for insurance coming up, because it's still going to be kind of the same for a while. And once again, 50% off my services. Go to ClintFuquay.com. Get on the ID experience. It is a lifesaver. I'm going to tell you right now, it is an absolute lifesaver, because you're going to live a whole lot better for a whole lot less. Or 25% off my services for health coaching and personal training. Okay, check it out. Check out PhysioFit as well. We are now a health champion for the American Diabetes Association. Specifically, if you have diabetes, you must come see me. Okay, I've been doing this